Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a solid knife collection for around $500 with 9 different knives, 8 blade steels, 6 blade shapes, 5 handle materials, 6 locking mechanisms, 8 opening methods, and 8 different brands. And all that's going to start right now. A special shout out to Stasa23. Definitely go subscribe to his channel if you haven't checked him out. He has awesome knife content. And thank you for tagging me, Stasa. Although you did create a lot of work because it's not easy to find a good mix of knives to fit for $500. But first, and if you're a Beez Blader, you already know this one, the QSP Penguin, one of my favorites. These still run around 32 bucks. You can get them in just about any color you can imagine. You have different blade steels you can choose from. You can go from 32 all the way up to 100 and something, depending on what you get. This one I've had for about a year and a half. It has the denim micarta. You can see that it's nice and worn in. It has a deep carry, reversible pocket clip, and you have a lanyard hole, and it is so smooth. I love the sheep's foot blade. It's just a perfect EDC, everyday carry knife, and you can also reverse flick it. You can use both fingers. It is just absolutely smooth. I love this knife. I recommend it all the time. It's a great knife to have and a great knife to gift. So let's go to the next one. Next is one of my all-time favorites, the Spyderco Manix 2. This is one I recommend to people when they're like, what can I get for under $200? These run about $138 at the time of this video. Like I said, prices will go up and down depending upon when you're watching this. But the prices I'm giving you are what they are right now on Amazon. It has a reversible pocket clip. It is a great work knife. It has awesome jimping all the way around. This thing is an absolute beast. It has CPM S30V steel. Look at this, your hand just fits it like a glove, and then you can slow roll it. It has this ball bearing, one of these, listen to this. It snaps into place. There's no question to the lockup. It has a ball bearing lock, and it is one of the strongest locks there are out there. It is made in Golden, Colorado, USA, earth, baby. Very strong, full flat grind. I love this thing. I laid my edge back to 17 degrees. It is a slicer, and this particular one is the coated blade, and I have used it in the dirt and everything else, and the coating that they have on these is spectacular. There's no way you could go wrong getting you a Spyderco Manix 2. All right, let's go to the next one. This is a knife I think everyone should have, and once you've had it in your pocket, you'll wish you did. You wish you had it when you don't, because it is a staple. And yeah, I know you're like, dude, I don't need a Swiss Army knife. Hear me out. Ever since I started carrying one, and I have a couple different ones, you can get these at every color under the rainbow, but the ones I'm talking about are the basic ones for 21 bucks on Amazon. You can also get them. I got these at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but I'll put links in the description to all the knives you see in this video, so don't worry about that. But just having, this is the Victorinox Swiss Army Knife Tinker, and just the things that it has, I can't tell you how many times I've needed a Phillips head screwdriver and used it. And if you have your nice knives and somebody says, hey, can I borrow a knife? This is the one you hand them. They don't have to figure out how it works or how to close it. They're not going to cut themselves. They're like, oh, okay, it's a regular pocket knife. It has 2 different blades. It has it has this can opener. I can open a can just as fast as you can with one of the ringy-dingy things. And it has, obviously, you know, has a wire stripper, has a flathead. It has all of the things you ever need. And it has a toothpick. And by the way, these are some of the best tweezers. They look cheap. They will grab your skin. They will pull out any splinter you ever get. I can't tell you how many times I've used them. But the basic ones are around $21. And this is something, if I forget it somehow and don't have it in my pocket, that is the day that I'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. This is something I carry every single day and I drop in my pocket. You should definitely have one of these in your collection. And I had to cut it just because of the price constraints, but this one's around the same price for the Classic SD that you can put on your keychain. I always have one of these on my keychain, and it has some of the best little scissors you'll ever find. They open, I mean, they will cut anything. You could do your nails with them, whatever. This is another great one. This is around the same price, but I had to cut it to hit around that 500 mark. Next is one that everybody in the knife community hopefully has seen by now. You know what I'm talking about. The Civivi Riffle. Oh yeah. 14C 28N blade steel, an absolute slicing machine. You can put a scary edge on this. It has such a nice thin blade stock, and it comes down to this full flat grind is just amazing. It is a super slicer. You can open it with the thumb stud. You can open it with the back flipper. You can reverse flick it very easily. You can flip it open with your thumb. You can slow roll it. You can open it however you want. And look how smooth this thing is. I've had this one for about a year and a half. It's one of the first ones I bought, and it is still a spectacular knife. It's it's an awesome price too. These still are only around 55 bucks. And this one's the green micarta. You can get a bunch of different colors. This is one I definitely recommend that someone get early on in their collection. It's also good to practice your reverse flick because it is so easy. So going on to the next one. This is the CJRB Maileah, and you may have seen it, you may have not, but let me tell you a couple things about this one. The AR RPM 9 blade steel, spectacular. It has a deep carry, reversible pocket clip, and I gotta tell you, and you have a lanyard spot in the back here, but I tell you, this is more of a pocket dropper for me. I always drop in my pocket, or I use it as a fifth pocket carry, my fifth pocket of my jeans. It's always in my pocket. This one and this one here are two that one or the other or both are going to be dropped in my pocket just because of how useful it is. This one, you have a front flipper and thumb studs. It's super fidgety. It's a great knife. You're not going to scare people in the break room if you get this one out to open up a package. Look at that. Modified sheep's foot blade. Absolutely love this blade shape. The AR RPM 9 steel, superb. You can get this in a bunch of different colors. You can get it in jade and dye it whatever color you want. But even with the larger size hands, and if you watch my channel, you know the size of my hands, it fits very well. And it is such a great little package opener, utility knife. And like I said, it's not scary. And you can put it in your fifth pocket. And you can practice your front flipper. If you're not good at front flippers, or you don't know about front flippers, you don't know if you're good at it, this is one to get in practice because it is so fidgety and so flippity that you will enjoy it. You can open this, reverse flick, regular flick. You can open it with both fingers. You can open it in any way you want. I absolutely love this one. And these run around $32, $34. They haven't changed in price. This is one that I recommend to have to give as a gift. The ladies that have short pockets, this is a perfect knife. This was designed by Swags, and she makes some great designs, but this is one of her designs. I absolutely enjoy this one. Love this little knife. And there's also a large version too. All right, let's go to the next one. This is the Sencut Episode, and these run around 43 bucks. Absolute solid knife. Reversible deep carry pocket clip, T8 screws for the body all the way around, and it has excellent jimping. You have a harpoon shaped blade. You ready for this? Pow, right in the kisser. Yeah, look at that. For the price, I'm showing you knives that are priced great, and if you were to get all of these as a collection, you would have all of these different blade steels to check out, and you would have them in your repertoire. This one's 9CR18 MOV, and it sharpens very well. It's very nice. This one has a great stonewash finish, and the ergonomics are fantastic. The way it fits your hand, and your hand comes up here on the poon, it is very comfortable. Doesn't have a lot of sharpening choil, but for the price and how solid it is, and oh my goodness, it has that perfect texture on the G10. And this one, I can't remember. Can I? Nope, I can't. I wasn't sure, but you can definitely pinch it open very slow. Super snappy, has great action. For the price, you can't beat it. And this is another one that's going to give you a different blade style, a clip point, or as we like to say in the knife community, a harpoon. It is so comfortable. You could do utility cuts if you tip up just a little bit, but this is one of my favorites. I love how snappy, and I love the action, so I had to add this to the collection. This next one is one you would call a beater knife. It's around $28. Sitivien makes some great work knives. This is a work knife. You have the Axis style lock, and you can get this one or the ST110. They're both the same price, just a little bit different blade styles, but they're pretty much the same knife, just a few changes. But the action, absolutely superb. It came with a great grind on it, and using this, oh, look at that. Look at this. You take it out, cut what you're going to cut, go like this, put it back in your pocket. You don't need two hands. You don't have to think about it. It's very easy to use. Just giving you a little once-over of this green micarta. It has nice thumb studs. They're very comfortable, very grabby. They grab your fingers. It's easy to deploy, easy to shut, put back in your pocket. 28 bucks. It's D2 blade steel. And like I said, this is the ST109 and D2. Now you're going to have some D2. See all the steels that we're adding, all the different handles we're adding. And this one there's only 2 knives out of the 9 that I'm showing you that aren't reversible. This one doesn't have a reversible clip, but it is ambidextrous. So this is a great value for the price at 28 bucks. Are you kidding me? All right, let's go to the next one. This one, I am so happy they finally got these back in stock. It's the Kizer Original Button Lock. Oh, yeah. So now we have a button lock with 154 cm blade steel. Would you look at that? Would you look at it? Just look at it. This is a more gents carry or a ladies carry. It is such a snappy knife. So easy to use. So easy to deploy. So lightweight. It has aluminum scales. Now we have aluminum in the repertoire. You can get these in different colors. There's green, gunmetal, and then this black. It is a spectacular knife. You will find yourself fidgeting with this knife. This is one of those ones that before I go out the door, I always have a knife in my pocket if I'm running to go to the post office or whatever. This one here, my wife even knows if this is the one I'm flipping in the other room because it is just so flickable. You just can't help it. And it's so lightweight, you don't even know it's in your pocket. Excellent blade shape, excellent finish. I've used this so much. This finish is holding up. Whatever the coating is, it's a good coating. It definitely does its job. There you go. This is the Kizer and Mojave Outdoor. And by the way, all Kizer knives, I have a 10% discount to Mojave Outdoor and on Amazon to Kizer knives. And all of that stuff's in the description of this video. And if you don't know how to see that, email me, beezblades@gmail.com. I don't want you to miss out on 10%. But this one with my discount code would run you $75, and it is an absolute dream knife to have. This is one of the other ones that does not have a reversible pocket clip. Other than that, it's an ambidextrous knife. It is super smooth. You can reverse flick this like nobody's business. You can open it with the button, shut it with the button. This is an absolute winner. It sold out, and now it's back in stock, and I'm excited about that. Now we have the Sencut Tynan, and it's a frame lock, baby. It has a reversible deep carry pocket clip that works very well. No mushrooms growing in the shade. This thing is, it is a sweet. It is just a light. It's light, but it's not light. It's very slender. I think that's where I was trying to go with that. It doesn't take up a lot of real estate in the pocket. You can put a lanyard on the inside back here. There's nothing going through. You don't have a lanyard hole taking up space through the scales. I can't find words. And it has good jimping. And look at this blade. Pow! Right in the kisser. I love this particular one. You can get this one or you can get the black one. It has this stone wash. And the steel on this one is 10CR15 COMOV. It is a great blade steel. It holds an edge well and it sharpens well. And I will tell you right now, this one, oh man, it is grabby. It grabs my skin. And something else I like about this frame lock, and you can see here, there's your frame lock part. In case you're not familiar, that's how it locks. And with this particular one, you have a very nice finger choil. So with this collection, you're gonna have knives with finger choils. You're gonna have different blade shapes, drop points, from modified sheep's foot to leaf-shaped blades. You're gonna have, this one has stainless steel for the handles. You'll have a bunch of different handles. This one, I just listen to how snappy. I love that sound. This is a great, look how thin the profile. It is so nice. Now let me bring all these out and show you all of them together and show you what this collection would look like. So I got all of these knives, including tax, in my checkout box, and I didn't pay for it because I already have them, but it was $508. So I'm right there at the $500, right there in that range, depending on if sales are going on or not. You're gonna end up with AR-RPM 9, D2, 9CR18 MOV, 14C28N, X55R MO14, 10CR15 COMOV, D2, 154CM, and CPM S30V. You're gonna get that and all of these for your blade steels. You're gonna get axis locks, button locks, ball bearing locks, frame locks, slip joints, liner locks. You're gonna have all of that. I had a lot of fun trying to pick this out. It was a little frustrating trying to fit this and that, and these aren't by any means my favorites, although this is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm just gonna start picking them. Yes, I have so many favorites, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm curious what you think about these knives. You think it was a pretty good mix for what I fit into that $500 mark? And definitely a shout out to Stasa23. Thanks for tagging me in this. This has been a lot of fun. Until I see you all again, make sure you go watch this video because it's a fun one too. But until then, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.